this dashboard is configured as an incident viewer. So these incidences aren't really going on, so don't worry if you're at Denver right now. Everything's good. But I configured these so that in the upper left widget, you can see that right now there's 2 critical incidences that are going on. You can look at each of those incidences in detail. There's 8 total active incidences right now at that airport. And using GIS-Sync's IoT, people at the airport who work could then integrate their own location and their status into this app. On the upper right-hand side, you can see a widget that shows real-time flight statuses using the FlightAware feeds, which is a subscription you can integrate into your WebGIS. We see that right now there's 40 aircraft inbound to Denver International, and you can see a running list of those here. Also, you can see pie diagrams, the charts that talk about the numbers of aircraft by carrier type that are en route. These are responsive and configurable and then connect to other data sources. So if you're interested in information about how to build your own operations dashboard, hit this link, which again you'll get in an email. And I'd be more than happy, in that email you'll see my contact info. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about how to do things like configure your own dashboard to meet your needs. All right, we'll shift gears. I've got about 3 more minutes, and we're going to talk about Insights now. So Insights is just that. It's a new app that allows you to render and gain more insights into your own data and share that information with others. So this app, in this case, again, I've configured it so that I've brought in the AIP grant funding data, and it's specifically filtered for California, Texas, and Florida. And it's also interactive. I could select, say, the Miami airport, and then once I do that, you'll notice that the Florida statistics only show up for that specific airport. You can see that there was $37,765,000 allocated for taxiway construction, and there it is, the largest chunk of all the appropriations turns out were at the Miami International Airport. So you can do these for all your data, and it's really not challenging to create your own data card and then link it to these. So let's do that real quickly. I'll just say by state, I just want to see the number of employment. And I want to do that, say, in this new kind of a bubble chart. So now you can see that these are rendered, and there it is again, the trends, Texas, California, and Florida all have the lion's share, but it looks like Georgia does as well. So if I were to select that, it discriminates and isolates out only the data for Texas. You can see those there, and then you can see in this tree, you can see those data. Let me show you one other insight. Keep in mind, the data that you render and visualize in Insights doesn't necessarily have to be geolocated, meaning it doesn't have to have a map associated with it. And what you're looking at here are runway incursions. And as a pilot, that's a really bad word. You just don't want to have an incursion. And that just means inadvertently the plane taxied onto an active runway without a clearance. And that causes lots of delays and problems. It's a safety concern as well. So let's have a look here. You can see with this data that the Charlotte International Airport had the most runway incursions 3 times. So if I were to select that, then these other widgets would behave in kind. And you'll see that that runway incursion in 2011 were mostly at the Charlotte Airport. And I was interested enough in that spike to go look at it and see why. Well, it turns out the Charlotte Airport during that time had an AIP program where they were doing taxiway construction. And the company that was doing the construction on the taxiways didn't mark that construction taxiway well, and pilots were inadvertently taxiing onto a runway to avoid the construction. So that's what caused that problem. So you could visualize that data there as well.